All right. It's recording. Okay. It's recording.
Oh man. So yeah, what was I gonna do? I'm not ready for you.
It's okay. I can cut out the beginning part.
Okay. All right. So today we're talking with Davie Pfaffle,
Pfaffle.
who likes
Pfaffle
Pfaff.
reminds with re, rhymes with baffle. Pfaffle.
Okay, because my other friend's Pfeiffer and it's spelled the
Okay.
same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. So after having butchered your name, I want to say that it's Pfaffle,
Yes.
and very important that you get that right, Davie. I apologize.
Can
Um,
I interrupt you?
no,
I can't. Okay. I just have to wait for your questions.
yes, you can.
Okay, I
Yes.
just wanted to tell you the it's a German name, and Pfaffel means little priest, but it's with I don't know what tongue in cheek means, but it's said with it's kind of humorous,
Ah,
like kind of making fun a little bit of the person who's trying to be a priest, but it's not really a priest. So
little free. Well,
yeah,
that doesn't apply to you. You're
well,
you're a priest in your own right.
thank you.
So I'd like the people to know that are listening to this to know a little bit about you because from the surface you're very happy. On the surface you're very, very happy. You have a absolutely fantastic wife, and one of the relationships that I look at from my point of view
Yeah, we call each other
works.
cupcakes.
Works. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I'm on a diet, so quit that right now. No more cupcakes. No more cupcakes, especially no chocolate cupcakes. So, David, can you tell us a little bit about God bumps and when maybe you first discovered what they were and gave them a name?
Okay, I first discovered what they were. It was more than 2 decades ago. I was looking out the window, and all of a sudden, I felt this loving energy coming into me that just knocked me for a loop. Just knocked my socks off. It felt so loving, and at the same time, I was feeling these chills. Uh, and and that's when it first began. And okay, so and
So, when these first became, was that you said it was a couple of decades ago, maybe?
mhm.
Okay. So where did you proceed? What did you do next once you decided that was something you wanted more of?
Well, I mean, they kind of took over. They took over
Wow.
my life because they felt so good to feel that. I'm starting to get emotional. To feel that loved, that that's all I wanted. I just lived for that, and so I would notice the thoughts and ideas that I would get at the same time when I was getting these tremendous love emotions, and I would go with it. I, you know, I just I just was guided by it.
The God bump concept, people will immediately think, well, you mean goosebumps. No, not really. Goosebumps you can get when you're cold. God bumps you get when you're actually filled with spirit, I think. I loved your response about feeling so totally, totally loved. Had you felt that before in different ways, or was this maybe one of the nice? Yeah. Well, I know you have declared it kind of your mission, maybe,
Yeah, well, my
to
mission
help other people identify.
is to what would we call it? Advertise, to promote it, to share with this with the world, to let people know that this is a phenomenon and that can that's possible for a lot of people, and I just want to share it.
During the time you have God bumps, do you get inspiration, or is it like just being wrapped in warm arms, or what what can it do for you? Give you a peace? How do you describe that? Why is it necessary?
Well, it's like we have like, I don't know what, 50,000 thoughts a day. How do we know which ones are the best? Which ones are to really decide that are for us? And God bumps help me, because if I have any questions about what decisions to make, right now I can just tune in, feel my God bumps, and bring up the both sides of the to do it or not to do it or whatever. And my guide bumps tell me by their intensity of which way to go.
Guidance,
all my life I had
guidance,
been
yes.
looking for
So,
so, all my life I had been looking for some kind of internal guidance, and it finally came.
for the people that are watching you, what if they try this and it just doesn't work? What would you say to them? Was this all of a sudden you knew everything about it, or this has been a gradual learning Tell me how we can use it, how we can invoke it.
I
How
would
can we
say,
invoke the God bumps?
yeah, I would say the first thing is, now that people know that this phenomenon is possible. There's two kinds. There's God bumps that just come when they come, and there's some that we can go after. But in the beginning, the ones that just come, we have to be aware that they came, and but it's not just the tactile feeling of chills in the body. God bumps cover the other
Right.
four senses. We might hear some inner voice. We might see visions. We might see sparks of lights, and the other two senses. But so the first step is to become aware of them, because I think most people are getting them. They just have to figure out how they're coming, how which sense is picking them up.
Get your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is your guidance system. System, and I know it that from talking to you that it's important to you to make this other people aware of how it can benefit them,
Yeah. Basically,
make their life.
it offers guidance, inner guidance that is, yeah, inner
Or for
guidance.
the touchy feely of us, it also gives you a really warm connection.
Mm-hmm.
It lets you know that God's source spirit is there. Is that
Yeah.
right? Or am I putting
Oh
words in
yeah.
your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can find your, are you on YouTube
Oh yeah.
or how? Okay. So tell us how to tune in to that. Tell us how to,
Oh, you can
do you
just search.
interview other people?
You can just
Do
search
you
for.
interview people?
Do I interview people? Yeah. Yeah. I interview
Tell
people
me,
about their guide bumps.
and how do you pick those people?
Uh, well, my guide bumps tell me which ones to pick.
Yeah, the interviews are fascinating. I love watching them.
Yeah, I even
So,
have an
and
interview of you.
yes, and that needs to go back, and we need to do some,
We can
you know.
redo it anytime you want.
Okay, I'm teasing. I'm
Okay, how
teasing.
you find me
Thank you.
is Davie Pfaffle, DAVIE PFAFFLE. Search for that on YouTube.
Okay,
I'm all over the place.
and you did that so fast that there's no way people like me can really remember it, but we'll have it for you at the end of this
Okay,
podcast. How's that?
sure.
So, Davey, thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
Look forward to the interviews that are forthcoming, and thank you for your time.
Thank you for your interview and your interest in guide bumps.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, hasta la pasta.
Yep, that too.
Okay, see how to turn off this.